Alright guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are doing my FUT Champions team. There's a squad builder for my FUT Champions squad. This team comes in at around 1,000,000 coins. A few of the players are untradeable, and obviously we have got, as you would have seen in the thumbnail, and my favourite player to have on my account at the moment. We have got Frank Lampard in the team. He's coming in at 650k around there at the minute, so obviously he's a big amount of the price. Anyway, before we get into this, I know my upload schedule has been really bad, especially with Lampard's lads, etc. I'm debating whether to continue the series. I think I'm going to try and upload 2 videos a week, my FUT Champions rewards and either a player review or Lampard's lads. It's all like, I've got my fight coming up in December, well, very soon, December 7th, and I'm putting a lot of energy onto that, so I haven't really had time for videos, but I'll try and get at least 2 videos out a week. Anyway, into the squad builder we go. So starting off the back 3, in goal we have got 87 Edison. He's coming in at around 60,000 coins. We did obviously pack him untradeable, 87 games for the club. Basic chem style on him, I think that's the best for goalkeepers this year. He's a good card, to be fair. He's not as consistent as I would like, but for what it is and how it works for this team, he's probably the best Brazilian goalkeeper that we could possibly get. Then we've got Miranda, my personal favourite centre-back on this entire game. He's just good. I don't know what it is about him, especially from corners. He's amazing from for getting the ball away. I've noticed that with him. I don't know what it is about his card. His medium-high work rate, 6'1". Nothing really stands out apart from his 88 defending. Obviously, 51 games played for the club. I've picked this card up quite a few times though, and sold him on because he's like under 10,000 coins, which is ridiculous. But yeah, absolutely ridiculous card. I don't know what makes him so special, but he is one of my favourite players on the game. Then we've got 86 red inform Marquinhos, 53 games, 2 goals, 1 assist. Medium work rate, 6 foot, good pace, 87 defending, very high defending stat. Yet again, someone with not that much physical. It doesn't really bother me though. My defenders haven't got that much physical stat. Obviously 75 strength there, and 79 strength or 82 strength on Miranda. It doesn't bother me too much though. I don't really notice it in game, and together they make a brilliant partnership in my opinion. So sticking to the red theme on the right hand side, we have got second inform Lala. What a guy. This is what a card this is. 86 pace, everything's in the 80s apart from his shooting. We put that shadow chem style on him just to get his pace up a little bit. It doesn't really matter, but it was just, I had the card, I thought I might as well use it. And obviously, his stats are just ridiculous. You can take a look at them for yourself. 5'10", medium high, 3-star, 3-star, 54 games, 3 goals, 1 assist, and the 2 yellow cards to the club getting stuck in there. Alex Telles at left back, 53 games, 1 assist, 6 yellow cards for him. What a top guy getting stuck in yet again. You can tell this is a FUT Champions team. 85 pace, yet again another one with really good well-rounded stats, and under 10,000 coins for him. I think he's actually gone up at the minute to like 20k, just because, yeah, he's practically extinct. That's purely because he's not in packs, because his his Champions League card, the upgraded ones, is in packs at the minute, so you can't pack him. So obviously I could sell him on, but with the way he is in this team, there's no one I'd like to replace him. Right, so into the midfield. Now we have our first and only player, only player that we've got off chem in this team. Goretzka only gets 8 chemistry, but it doesn't bother me too much because I needed to find a good right wing. And before that, as you'll see on the bench, I had Royce as a left forward sitting at right forward. I could never find a decent right forward to fit this team, but I always wanted Goretzka in the mix because he's 6'2", high work rates. And when I put this team into a 4-5-1, he's perfect for a CDM. As you'll see, we've got the anchor on him. So into the midfield, Goretzka, he's great for his height. Lampard, 6 foot, quite a decent player. He's got just a ridiculous finesse shot from outside the box, 86 shooting, and yeah, 76 games, 35 goals, 48 assists. What a card he is. And then Fernandinho, another one who is untradeable, 74 games, 17 assists, not scored a single goal for the club. But he's obviously someone who sits at CDM when I change the team into a 4-5-1. But getting them assists isn't too bad actually. He's a good card, Fernandinho. The only issue I have with him is he's only 5'10". He doesn't really seem to be that much of an aerial threat. When obviously as a CDM you don't necessarily need to be tall, but for me it helps coming up against people like a Luis Suarez example, because I seem to come up against really good teams in FUT Champions. Obviously having an alright team myself, it's expected. So anyway, on to the front three. As you can see, this is a pretty sweaty front three, I'm not gonna lie. Aguero, Sancho, and then Sane. Sane's coming in at around 120k at the minute. And obviously for me, untradeable, 142 games, 90 goals, 46 assists. I was using him as a sub for a long time. He is by far one of the best players on this game, in my opinion. That I've used at least, by far one of the best. The best striker I've used on this game, yet again, an untradeable player. We did pack him in a 2-player pack, that's just ridiculous. It was when the new pack animation came out. I wanted to see if I could tell like when it was going to be a board or something with the new pack animation, and then I packed Aguero. Just one of the most random packs I've ever opened, and I packed Aguero in there. 55 games, 49 assists, 49 goals, 17 assists. He's just ridiculous. We've got the Hawk Chem style on him, 88 acceleration, which you can definitely tell when he bursts away from defenders. Obviously this year pace, you get caught anyway, it doesn't matter. But I mean, just look at them shooting stats. It's absolutely ridiculous what a player he is. And Sancho, the newest addition to the team. That's why Gretzko gets the 8 chem. I wanted to put Sancho in there. And I'm doing a player review on him, so the player review should be coming within the next week or so. I'm debating his card at the minute. 8 games, 3 assists, 8 games, 3 goals, 2 assists. But because we're in FUT Champions, I don't know. I need to get used to his card a little bit. But he's decent. 5-star skill moves. The only problem I have is the 3-star weak foot, but what I've been doing is switching him and Sane around, because Sane's left footed with a 3-star weak foot anyway, so he can hit on the finesse, and it's sort of been working, but his stats are incredible apart from his 74 shooting. But as you can see with the chem style that we've got on him, it's plus 15 shot play. It gives him a nice boost to the point that he is usable. I just need to sort of get a real opinion on him at the moment, because I don't know, he's a very fun card to use, but I can't let that distract me from the fact that he might not be the most competitive card to use, if that makes any sense. But anyway, this is the team overall. The bench, I do bring on got like all my subs basically. We've got the Koke card, the Screamer, Lucas player of the month. I don't actually know, Lucas has got a few games, 7 goals for Koke, 7 games, sorry. Yeah, we've got Suso there. Perisic, who's one of my #1 subs, 35 games, 8 goals, 4 assists. Curtis Davis, who I've only brought on a few times. And as you can see, every time I bring him on, I try and get goals with him, just because he's from Derby, of course. Mascherano, he's a good player to have. He's just an untradeable one. Royce, who I just haven't decided whether he's worth selling on or not. I could sell him for a little bit of profit at the minute. And do you know what? I'm actually going to list him up, yeah. I'm going to list him up for 35k to 43,500. See if we can get rid of him for that. And I've actually got a new player I wanted to put on the bench. If you guys have done the SBC, let me know. It is this Paulinho card. He looks decent. The only problem I've got with him is his stamina. 67 stamina looks shocking, but as a sub, that's a phenomenal card, I think. And yeah, this is just from my Squad Battles team, so that don't matter. But there's the bench. There's the team. I'll show you quickly the custom tactics for when we switch. So, whereabouts is it? Took my custom tactics back. Oh no, that's the formation. 4-2-3-1. It's not a 4-5-1 we're switching to. It's 4-2-3-1. Yeah, that's how it looks in game. But obviously, I actually need to swap them two around because I've been having to do it. So we'll do it like that. That's how it's gonna look from now on. And the only other one we've got is ultra defensive. Obviously, being in FUT Champs, being sweaty, we'd like to drop it back into that. And yeah, call that what you want. That's a very sweaty way to win a game, but it works, doesn't it, when you're in the 90th minute. Anyway, that is the team built. Let's get into some highlights from this weekend league's FUT Champions. There might not be that many games. I don't know how many I recorded because I only had a few left to win. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the squad builder. Let's get into the highlights. Anyway, into the highlights we go, and annoyingly, a lot of my footage has been corrupted, which is really annoying. I've only got 3 games here to show you. This first game as well, we only got this 1 goal in. The second game, what you're about to see, we're already 2 goals up. It's frustrating for me. I wanted to you know, show off some goals, but as you can see, we're 2-1 up in this game, and I ended up winning it 3-1, so you only get the 1 goal from this game as well. Fortunately, the last game was okay. I think we've got 5 goals in that, so that's some, you know, at least you get to see a little bit of what this team's like. But time finesse, that's going to be most of the goals. You know how this game works right by now. Time finesse shots work all the time, as you'll see here. Pass it to Leroy Sané. It's a time finesse off his left foot. It works every single time. And yeah, you'll see some Jadon Sancho highlights in this, what I'll probably reuse in the player review. But I don't know how he's the most interesting for me at the moment, because obviously I want to review his card. I don't know how I feel about him. He's a really fun player to use. I only used him in 8 FUT Champions games, though I didn't use him for the full weekend. Obviously I only played 20 games. I think it was 20 games anyway. I think I went 14 and 6, which is kind of like my average at the moment. I don't push on and try and get gold 2 or gold 1. I just like to stick in gold 3 and keep myself stress free. But I just don't know. I think he's got a really good card. It's just his shooting. Maybe if he was like 86, you know, 86 in form, 80, you know, if he gets team of the season, for example, he'll be ridiculously overpowered, because he's overpowered as it is. The only problem we have got with him is his finishing or his shooting overall. But I've got a good chem style on him, and it boosts him. So I think he might be, you know, as soon as I get used to the card, he might be usable in FUT Champions. But anyway, I'll talk more about him in the player review. That's the end of the video. Drop a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.